and welcome to Smaulgld's Perth Mint 2017 gold sales report. Well, the Perth Mint gold sales in 2017 topped U.S. Mint gold sales. However, gold sales at the Perth Mint fell 29% in 2017. The Perth Mint sold 368,410 ounces of gold in 2017. That was down 29% from the 520,000 ounces they sold in 2016, and down about 19.5% from 2015's gold sales of 457,000 ounces. However, as we mentioned, the Perth Mint gold sales of 368,000 ounces did top the U.S. Mint sales of 228,000 1-ounce American Gold Eagles. And if you add in the 1/10, 1/4, 1/2, and with the 1-ounce American Gold Eagles, the U.S. Mint still fell short of the Perth Mint sales total of 2017. They sold just 302,000 ounces worth of American Gold Eagles. However, if you do add in the 99,500 American Gold Buffaloes, the U.S. Mint can say that it sold more gold than the Perth Mint. However, the Perth Mint does not add in the gold that it sells in its pooled, allocated, and unallocated account, nor does it count the cast bars that it ships out as well. So definitely the Perth Mint did sell more gold than the U.S. Mint in 2017. Now, the Perth Mint sales were down 29%. Not a horrible decline, not a good decline, but the U.S. Mint Gold Eagle sales were down 72% from 2016 and 2017. Now let's take a look at the chart of the Perth Mint sales from January through December. You can always see the charts better on Smaulgld.com. I'll put a link below. Please remember to visit the site. There are charts on the Smaulgld site. You should visit the site, and rather than just watch these videos, if you click here, you can see there are charts for, gold reserves, Russian gold reserves, Chinese gold reserves, Indian gold imports, Indian silver imports, U.S. Mint reports, Canadian Mint reports. So if you check out the Smaulgld site, you can see all of these charts a lot clearer, and you can do some research as well. But here is the Perth Mint 2017 chart. You can see some months over 40,000 ounces. Not a bad year, but again, not a good year, down 29% from 2016. Here you can see the Perth Mint generally, its monthly sales were higher in the last few years, 2014, 15, and 16. You can see a few months over 60,000 in 2014, 15, and 16. The Perth Mint didn't manage to swing that in 2017, other than the first month of the year in January. The end of last year was one of the strongest periods ever for the Perth Mint. End of 2016, early 2017. But overall, the year was down. Now, if you're interested in Perth Mint products, there are links below this YouTube, this BitChute, and also on the Smaulgld site. If you visit these links from BGSC, SD Bullion, Money Metals Exchange, you will pay no more, no less than if you visited those sites directly. You can compare pricing and shipping on the products, and Smaulgld gets a small commission, not investment advice, to do that. But it is a way of helping out the site. So is donating via PayPal, Patreon, becoming a Smaulgld patron, donating via Litecoin, Bitcoin. These reports, they take a lot of time and they don't get that much traction, but I continue to do them anyway. The ones that I'm just talking about, what's going on in the world, get 3 or 4 times the visits. But if you do appreciate these Perth Mint, these U.S. Mint, the statistical analysis, please consider donating or purchasing your precious metals through the site. But here's the interesting thing about the Perth Mint versus the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint always sells more than the Perth Mint gold. Always, always, always. The U.S. Mint can sell in a given month, and has sold in a given month, well over 100,000 ounces, well over 100,000 American Gold Eagles, also sells gold buffaloes. You can see here the year started out pretty much what the U.S. Mint normally does. It outsells the Perth Mint. But then the rest of the year until December, the Perth Mint managed to outsell the U.S. Mint. But not because the Perth Mint had some blockbuster year and increase its gold sales. No, because the U.S. Mint, instead of selling 70, 80, 90, over 100,000 ounces a month, as it has done in the past, it sold in April 3,500 1-ounce American Gold Eagles. In June, just 4,000. August, 6,500. So you can see that the Perth Mint had a down year, down 29%, but the U.S. Mint had a horrific year, and that really made Perth Mint able to overtake the U.S. Mint in gold sales by ounce, or at least they sold more gold than the U.S. Mint sold their flagship American Gold Eagle products. Now, the Perth Mint has historically been more of a gold seller than a silver seller, but that changed in 2015 when the Perth Mint took advantage of the silver shortage, or at least the shortage of silver planchets, which led to the U.S. Mint not being able to meet demand for American Silver Eagles in September 2015, and also the Canadian Mint was out. Perth Mint came along with the Australian Silver Eagles, silver Australian Kangaroos, and they started to sell a lot of silver. They sold 3.5 million in that month alone, and now they sell about 25 ounces of silver to every 1 ounce of gold. They used to sell a lot less silver. It used to be in single digits. But in 2015, the silver to gold sales ratio at the Perth Mint was about 25 to 1. 2016, it was 23 to 1. And 2017, last year, was 26 to 1. Now, the gold-silver ratio has not been doing very well the last 5 years, and last year it went up again from the high 60s up to the high 70s by the end of the year, closing the year at 76.85 to 1. And if you look at where it is today what's today? Today is January 16, 2018, and it's at 77.9 to 1. And that about does it for today. Tomorrow I'll have the Perth Mint silver sales, and then we're going to have more Indian gold and silver import data. We're going to have the Shanghai Gold Exchange year-end results, and also the People's Bank of China year-end results, and eventually the Canadian Mint year-end gold and silver results, and a special report on why China and Russia are not going to be issuing a gold-backed yuan or a gold-backed ruble anytime soon. Thanks for listening.